This video is going to go over my general opinion on rows, all different variations. I'm not going to be explaining the form or the benefits of any of these, but I'm just going to essentially explain which ones you should be doing and then which types of rows I wouldn't say I necessarily don't recommend, but I don't think you need to be doing or should be doing. And I want to premise this video by first saying that your rowing volume should be very high. You want it to be double the volume of your benching. You want your horizontal pull to outdo your horizontal push for many health benefits. But yeah, in terms of recovery, posture, balance, symmetry, stability, it's very important to have a high rowing volume. So now I'm going to talk about my favorite row. My favorite row to do, I can't do this at my house, my home gym, only in a public gym. It's the machine seated cable row with the standard quite narrow grip. You know, the one that you hold like this and you row here. And this is by far my favorite row. It's the easiest to get the weighted stretch on. You know your form's perfect every time you do it right. And you can overload quite easily. It's quite an easy exercise to get the 200 pounds on. But yeah, this is my favorite row. I think that the wide grip on this machine-seated cable row is also good. You can target different parts of your back, more of the upper back musculature, some of your rear delts. But my favorite grip is the standard, more narrow one. I think that Pendlay rows are very useful. You can get the highest amount of force and weight at the peak contraction point with this. This is going to help you learn how to explode off the ground. It will aid your deadlifts. It will really improve your posterior chain. And it's a very powerful movement. So I definitely do include basically all the rows I do in my home gym are Pendlay rows. That's all I do. I'll make a video about Pendlay rows later, but Pendlay rows are the way to go for me. I just consider that the standard row. And now, the reason I made this video, my opinion of the barbell bent over row is very negative, and there's two reasons I do not like this movement. Number one is the form issues. It is extremely hard to know you're progressively overloading without basically ego lifting. Your form changes all the time. It's super hard to know. It's really hard to know which angle your back should be at. If your back's at 45 degrees from the ground while you're doing this, I mean, what's really the point? You're not even training that well. And the recovery too, it's going to really destroy your lower back, and it's going to make doing things like squats and deadlifts much harder. So this is the lightest rowing movement you can do. So while it is good to work on your weaknesses and maybe, be proficient at this movement, I would say I really don't recommend the barbell bent over row, and I say you shouldn't do it. I'd say if you have access to the public gym to do the machine seated row, the cable row with the standard grip, and if you're at a home gym to do Pendlay rows. So that's my general opinion on rows. And obviously you want high volume, do it every other day. Make sure it at least matches your bench pressing volume. Thank you.